What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, what shorts are doing, and go over the latest EV stats. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So right now Lucid is pulling back down 3.49%, 304 the low, which is where we're at right now, 312 the high. 9.7 million shares being traded, 40.5 is the average. So today is very low for the volume, but then again, that's kind of normal for a Friday. There's only been one transaction on the secondary market above $100,000, and regrettably, it was a sell. So some institution was selling, and it looks like around $402,000 worth of Lucid. So once again, I think the market still does have a lot of fear in it. You can tell that based on the fear and greed index. So it is still under the extreme fear category. And so it is 24, even though good data did come out yesterday. So initial jobless claims really kind of pointing to higher high, or at least more of a false reading from the last week's data. So I think in general, the market is just stuck in limbo. The market is either waiting for rate cuts to happen or confirmation of further good data to really move higher. Until then, it's just going to be stuck in limbo. And today there's been no actual news from Lucid, no SEC filings, nothing like that. There was a interesting article that did come out yesterday that was posted to Yahoo. And it says that Lucid Group Inc., a good EV stock under $50. So it kind of talks on and piggybacks what Lucid did say in their recent Q2 earnings on how pretty much the majority of the deliveries did occur in North America. So I think that's very good because it does say right here that the majority outside of Lucid of, I guess, deliveries as of late have been occurring in China, Europe, and it does state the US, but Lucid's doing a good job of kind of hitting those areas of demand. And the latest EV stats that did come out wasn't necessarily the best, but keep in mind what Lucid just announced and factoring this in. So as you can kind of see, global car sales in June, so that's the most updated information regrettably, is up 15% year over year. China is up 23% year over year. Europe is down 5%, and the States is down 3.8%. But still, over this in 2024, I think the States is up like 6% on average. So in general, down 3.8% is what it is, right? June, I think, was a slow month, but keep in mind what Lucid just announced. So I think Lucid is taking advantage and taking clear market share from Tesla and the other EVs out there. So I think Lucid is definitely doing a good job, but you let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. I do keep bringing this up because this is the next big catalyst for the whole EV sector, and that is rate cuts. So right now for the September 18th meeting, there is a 52.5% likelihood of a 50 basis point cut, and then a 47.5% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. Like I said, the whole EV sector is very sensitive to interest rates, so this is why I do continuously give updates on this. So if there is a 50 basis point cut, then the market is going to really kind of propel higher in theory. And then for the November 7th meeting, this is where you do have, at this time, if a 50 isn't done, another 25 basis point cut. So a 17.6% likelihood of that occurring. So in general, if that does happen, then yes, there might be that big rotation as what I brought up like last month between money markets and back into equities if this does happen. So we'll just have to wait and see. Shorts right now, though, are increasing 1.09 million shares. 26.45% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 237.35 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization 90.83, and then short score 89.13. Cost to borrow is a little bit lower in comparison to yesterday, so 12.33%. And as I mentioned in my video yesterday, anticipate a lot of volatility during power hour today, as some entities might want to sell in anticipation of something to happen over this weekend. Of course, due to the crisis or war or whatever the hell you want to call it that's happening in the Middle East. So again, it's going to be a lot of volatility, and I think that also is one of the attributing factors why Lucid and just a lot of the broader stocks are going down today. So shorts are taking advantage of that fear. When it comes to options, very low dollar value. So similar to just the common stock, just very low today. 88,000 in calls, 196,000 in puts, and the majority of these puts were in this one candle between 9:05 and 9:10 when there was 92,000 in that 5-minute mark. 40% of all the options being done so far today are bearish and clearly anticipating more of a pullback. Of the call options that are being purchased, you do see a consensus for it to be above around 350, but it's really hard to analyze this information because it's just all over the place, very, very low stuff. Then looking at puts, you do see a consensus for it to be sub $2.50. And with it being a Friday and us very close to that strike price, as I brought up in the past, market makers and shorts do have a financial interest in suppressing Lucid below $3. So kind of just watch for Lucid to conveniently close at $2.99 most likely. So you are seeing some manipulation happening as well. And yeah, so it's kind of an interesting time. As of right now, with it at 303, it's just stuck in limbo between this S1 and the pivot. So 282 is a strong support, and then 348 is going to be that strong resistance slash target. But in between these 2 points, you do have that 50-day moving average. And we already do know with Lucid and that 50-day moving average, it's a very key indicator for Lucid to kind of show upward momentum or more of a further breaking down. And yeah, so I think right now over this last several trading days, you have seen a excessive amount of volatility. So you do see it breaking below, higher, lower, higher. And so right now it seems to be kind of stuck in limbo. Like I've insinuated, you do need 2 consecutive trading days to confirm a trend. So this is why all of this hasn't really been much. So yeah, we'll just wait and see if it is able to close above or below that 50-day moving average. And again, if that does happen, then anticipate probably that 250 mark to be touched next. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid. What is your thoughts on this latest EV stats, such as Europe and also the States going down on a year-over-year basis? Do you think that was anticipated? And do you think that's more of a positive thing for Lucid? The fact that I guess they kind of had a good quarter overall. So what's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. This promo has been extended up until the end of August. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.